What's up guys, welcome back to my channel and to my November budget recap. We are in my dining room again because I'm liking the vibe in here. It's a little more echoey sound wise, so sorry if that bothers you, but yeah, so we are going over our November budget. November was a pretty good month in one way and then like a kind of a bad month in another way, so I'll get into that in just a second. So let's not waste any time and we'll just dive right into the spreadsheet. This spreadsheet, if you like it, I do have it available for purchase in my Etsy shop. It's an instant download to Google Sheets. It comes with a detailed video tutorial and it comes with a gross and net monthly and annual budget spreadsheet. So you get 4 different types depending on what you need to use it for. In general, I don't think I've mentioned this on any of my videos, I can't remember. If you like the spreadsheets I use in all my videos, I did create a bundle so you get a little bit of a discount if you purchase all 3 of them together. My budget spreadsheet, my debt payoff tracking spreadsheet, and my annual financial goal tracking spreadsheet. They're all a bundle for $14.99, I believe, $15. Let's take a look at November. Income wise, we did a little better than expected. We had budgeted $8,330 in income, and this is the net version, so that's net, and we made $9,160. So that was an increase or a difference of $830, so $830 above and beyond what we had expected to bring in this month. Next, for pay yourself first, we only have 2 things that we're contributing to in this month. First is my brokerage account, which we actually contributed $680 instead of $150, and that's all because of you guys. Thank you guys so much for using my referral code. I contribute right now mostly to Acorns and M1 Finance, and both of those brokerages have a sign-up bonus if you open an account using my link. So I'll put the link in the video description if you want to check it out. Acorns, it's $5, and M1 Finance right now, as I'm filming this through the end of the year, it's $50. So I got a lot of sign-ups in November because M1 Finance increased their sign-up bonus to $50, and also Acorns did a promotion and I like happened to have sign-ups in a certain promotion, and so I got a big sign-up bonus for a couple people that signed up. So yeah, thank you guys for using my link. That's that $530 extra that we made this month, and that all went towards investing and is going to be there for the long term. So thank you guys so much. Next, we've got my daughter's college savings account. So we plan to contribute $25, and we actually contributed $25. So that was no difference. So in this category, we contributed $750 towards Pay Yourself First, and so that was a good month for Pay Yourself First. And remember guys, this doesn't count my husband's 401k contributions because this is the net budget that we are looking at this month. All right, next, the debt section. My husband's student loans, usually the payment is $893, but because we refinanced his loans this month, like I talked about in my debt payoff update that I posted yesterday, he didn't have a payment this month. I wanted to make sure that the interest that accrued in November didn't leave us with a balance higher than when we started, than the balance we started with in November. And so we put less to that loan this month. And then for my loan, we just paid the normal payment, $882. And then for the home equity line of credit, we paid $740. So that was an extra $603 to the HELOC and less, you know, $546 to my husband's student loan. So overall, like net, we paid $57 more than we had budgeted, even though it was allocated slightly different. So we almost hit $3,000 in debt payments this month, just under. It was $2,969. Okay, looking at the fixed expenses, these were pretty much on track. Unexpected, we spent an extra $2, but other than that, everything was what we budgeted. These pretty much stay on track because they are fixed, and so we know what to expect with them. So the problem I have with our budget this month, you guys can see up here, we made $830 extra. $530 of that went towards Pay Yourself First, $57 went towards debt, and then this fixed expenses was only over by $2. So where's the other like $250 of income, where did that go? Ideally, it would have gone towards debt as well, but we had a little issue with groceries this month. So we budget $250 a week. So this month there was 4 weeks that we got groceries, so we had budgeted $1,000, and we actually spent $1,270 on groceries. That's not great. So I put an extra $241 into the sinking fund. So we're still negative in this sinking fund at the end of the month, and we started out with a negative $14. So whatever. It's not that far off. But yeah, it was not a good month for groceries. I am pregnant and I have been very nauseous. So what happened one week was that we got takeout a couple times because I just couldn't cook. And then another week we had gotten groceries that I planned to cook. And this might have been the same week actually. I had planned to cook and we got some meats and things, and then we ended up just sticking them in the freezer. So we do have like a little back storage of some food that we didn't end up cooking. And so that can be used at a later date and will offset some of our grocery costs in the future. But yeah, we did get takeout a couple times. We got Panera for lunch one day and I could not believe it. It was $39 for 2 people to have lunch. I kind of ordered 2 lunches because I wanted 2 different things, but I had it like for 2 meals. So I guess it was kind of like 3 lunches, but I forget how much how expensive takeout is. We never get takeout. Like we always eat at home. Last month, I don't think we got takeout 1 time. And this month we only got it like 2 or 3 times, but still it does add up a lot. And then also there was like a couple miscellaneous grocery trips where I was like, I told my husband like, I feel like the only thing I can eat right now is like this thing, like pretzels and yogurt. And so he'd run out and get like something specific that I was wanting. Anyway, I've gone on long enough about the grocery situation. It is what it is. We're working on it. We're trying to figure out a better system so we can keep our grocery on budget while I'm going through this like first trimester stuff. And hopefully I'll start feeling better. Well, probably not in December, maybe in January. Hopefully. So we only have like another month or so to deal with like the worst of it. So, you know, it's a temporary thing. All right, our vacation fund, we didn't put anything. Oops, I didn't mean to block this out. Okay, our vacation fund, we didn't put anything this month. And then my husband's spending and my spending and my daughter's spending, I just block out so we can have a little bit of like privacy with our spending. Baby number 2, we didn't put anything into that baby fund this month, but we will be putting, I think, 100 or so a month. I forget how much I have budgeted. Let's look at December. Okay, so we'll be putting $50 a month or so to start into that fund every single month, and we've already got like $350 in there, and then I actually spent $43 because I got some diapers for my, well, I was gonna say my daughter, for future baby, because they have a deal at Target. Sometimes when you spend $100, you get a $20 gift card, and I needed to get some stuff for my daughter, but it didn't add up to $100. So I just got diapers for the baby because I know we'll need those, so I could get the gift card, and we have money in a sinking fund to do it. So start stocking up on some like essentials that I know we're gonna need. So that was the official first purchase for the next baby. All right, next we've got Miles' expenses. Miles is my cat. We put $150 aside a month, and that covers his food and his vet visits and his pet insurance. So we had $382 that we spent this month, and that was higher than usual because we did a big order of his food, and that's why I like having a sinking fund. It actually went negative. I'm a little bit off with my timing, so we're putting some extra in his fund next month, so it gets positive. But what was I gonna say about this? Oh, I've got a lot of comments in recent months asking me why we have pet insurance, or telling me that pet insurance is a waste of money, and I just want to talk to you guys about that for a second. So we have pet insurance for my cat. It covers 80% of everything except for like routine exam fees and like certain, like there's certain exceptions. However, it does cover if he has like a major surgery or like some sort of catastrophic thing. So for example, when he was younger, he had an episode where he stopped eating and drinking, and they thought maybe he had a blockage and he needed an ultrasound, and he stayed overnight at a pet hospital, and the bill was like, I don't know, like $2,000 or $3,000, and we got a check from the insurance for $1,800, I believe. Like it covered a huge portion of a very expensive vet visit. And so that's one reason why we have it, because it'll cover those big things if something happens. But the thing is, guys, with insurance, like it's usually insurance is not a moneymaker for the person who has the insurance. Like usually the insurance company is the one making money off of you. You're not breaking even with insurance. Like it's a business for them. They need to make money. And I get that. Like when we got the insurance, I knew that going into it. Same thing with life insurance. Like you hope that the company makes money off of you and that you don't end up dying and get the payout. But insurance is there for those extreme situations where there's this big catastrophic thing that happens that would be a huge economic burden, a huge financial burden to your family if you didn't have the insurance. But otherwise, if the thing doesn't happen, if nothing bad happens, you're gonna be basically wasting your money, but you have that peace of mind. So for me, that's how I look at insurance. It's peace of mind knowing that if my cat needs a $10,000 surgery, then we're not gonna have to put him down because we can't afford it. We'll be able to get the surgery and get the insurance to reimburse us for a large portion of it. And we know that this insurance is good insurance because we've already had a situation where we've gotten a big reimbursement check from them. So that's the deal with health insurance. That's the deal with a lot of life insurance, disability insurance, like a lot of types of insurance. Somebody's like, why do you have insurance on your cell phone? Well, I like having the peace of mind that if something happens to my $2,000 iPhone, that I can replace it easily and not have to come up with another $2,000. Like, how many times has that happened in my life? I think I've used my insurance twice in like 20 years, and my husband, I used it once like a year and a half ago, and other than that, in 11 years we've been together, he didn't use it that I know of. So like, we don't use it that much, but when it comes up, it's nice to just have it taken care of. So it's a personal decision whether you want to go the route of just funding it through, like, you know, having a bigger sinking fund for your pet and not paying for pet insurance versus having the insurance and having a like less amount that you're setting aside in cash. And there's no wrong answer, it's just personal preference, but that's how we do it. So I wanted to address that question because I've gotten a lot of people asking me about that over the past several months. All right, so for this month for gas, we only spent $52, so this sinking fund is kind of building up. We ended the month with $115 in that fund. Because we only did one fill up last month and one fill up this month, but I think next month we'll do 2 fill ups because of the timing of it. And I have a sense we're gonna end up spending more and more on gas over time, so I'm just gonna leave that sinking fund as is with it being $100 a month we're putting in there. Gifts, $150 we put in there this month, so we only spent $78 and we are at negative $428. So next month we've got over $500 going into the sinking fund, so we can have it positive as we close out the year. Home decor, we didn't do anything in that fund this month. Car maintenance and house maintenance, we put some money in. And house maintenance, we spent $44. And so all those funds are positive. All right, and then cell phone, we put aside like $1,500 for 2 new iPhones. So when they made us finance it to get the deal with our new iPhones through Verizon, we just set the money aside. So we still only put $150 a month into the sinking fund, but our bill is more than that. So this month it was $214. So that way our like cash flow situation is the same. So we still got $964 in that sinking fund, and that should last us, hopefully, if I did my math right, the 2 years while the phones are being paid off. All right, and then town, sewer, and water, we just put aside our $85, and then utilities, we put aside $300 and we spent $223 this month. So we still have a good reserve in there, $542, but it's starting to get more expensive. Like in the winter, our total utilities between gas and electric can get up to like $300, $400, $500 some months. So yeah, hopefully this will carry us. The sinking fund is being funded enough, but we might have to up that, so we'll see. And then Christmas, this has been such a nice thing to have our Christmas sinking fund. You can see I spent $433 this month. I'm basically done with my Christmas shopping. I've got a couple other little things to get, and we've got another $100 going in here in December, so we've got $218 as of the time that I'm filming this in that fund. And it's just nice to have it all like just easy and set aside and not put Christmas on a credit card. That's just like the best feeling. All right, and then let's check out how we did by looking at our summaries. So let me zoom out just a little bit. All right, so for budgeted, we, you know, you can kind of look at it, you can see we put more to pay yourself first than we had budgeted for. We only budgeted 2% to pay yourself first, and we ended up putting 7.7%. And then 35 was supposed to go towards debt, and we only put 32%. I mean, we paid more than we had budgeted towards debt, but because our income was higher overall, that category looks like it's lower. And then fixed expenses and sinking funds are pretty much on par for what they were supposed to be. You know, we know in reality we put like an extra $241 towards our grocery sinking fund, but other than that, it looks pretty good. We didn't like way overspend in these sections, which are the spending we try to limit, and I try to have like this maroon and yellow be as big as possible because that's going towards debt payoff and investing. So the month came out pretty good when it was all said and done. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this November budget recap. If you haven't closed out your November budget yet, this is your sign to do it. Closing out your budget, recording all your numbers for the month, seeing how you did compared to how you planned to budget, and like tracking all of it is so important. Just like doing the budget at the beginning of the month and then not coming back to it was one of the biggest mistakes we made early on in budgeting. So I'm really glad we have a good system now where my husband and I meet once a week for like 10 or 15 minutes, update the budget, and it just, you know, make sure we are following through with checking on what we budgeted versus what we actually spent. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you like this template, you can get on my Etsy shop, which will be linked in the video description. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. It really helps on my channel. And if you want to see more videos like this from me, hit that red subscribe button. I'd love to have you as a subscriber, and I will see you guys soon in my next video. Bye.